Yeah, so technically this isn't day 25. Day 25 is a Monday, but I'm going to be too busy on Monday. I'll do my ruck march, but I can't do the video I've been talking about, pulling out some of the gear from here and talking about it. This is what I carry my ruck march every day. Before I get started, I need to warm up a little bit. As you can see, Upgrade Your Mind merch has been out. And right after we're done doing this video, we're going to do the Upgrade Your Mind podcast. See, now, the whole reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to be able to see comments and chat and ask questions. Okay, there is an option there, just nobody's on yet. Whatever. You know, I sent stuff to some people, but whatever. I'll just go with it. And I don't even know if Facebook is going to save any of this. Is that Zach knocking?
I don't think so.
So, this is for fishing. I don't even know why this is in here. This isn't even mine. This is my stepdad's.
Show that it bends. Is it bendy?
Yeah. This, for those of you who don't know, this is for scaling fish. I think I threw this in here last minute. Can't really talk about it too much because, like I said, it's not mine. But this is kind of, so it's been so long since I've gone through this bag, I forgot almost everything that's in here. So it's gonna be like fun for everybody. It's gonna be surprising for me.
It's fun for me.
It's fun for you, yeah? Yeah. This isn't even open yet. These are straps for my compression bag for clothing. Because, you know, sleeping bags, clothing, stuff like that, it gets really poofy. So stuff it in a compression sack. I don't have it in here for my video. Usually I have it on the opposite side. Like I've got my first aid kit here and my compression sack here with clothes. But I overstuffed it and pulled it too tight and it burst open. So that's another topic for another time. All my hygiene products for camping. Diaper wipes here, best thing ever. This is kind of boring. I'll get through some of the boring stuff first. Like, so yeah, like obviously diaper wipes, clippers, tweezers, awesome toothbrush.
That's a toothbrush?
That's a toothbrush. Look
Like
at
an
this.
electric one or what is it?
No, look, it just folds right out. I got this. So do you remember when, like,
That feels like a multi-tool toothbrush.
It
has
is.
to be like a knife.
It's supposed to be a razor there too, but I lost it a long time ago in the woods. But you remember, like right now it's food boxes like Hello Fresh and stuff like that. But you remember when like tactical boxes and hunting and camping gear, like Battle Box, I think I got this from years ago, like 2016, and yeah, like I said, it comes in handy. This is like liquid soap. These little tablets here, these yellow tablets, you just get them wet, lather up, and just the amount of soap that comes out of them is crazy. You know, when you're out in the woods for like a week, you start to feel crazy when you're dirty. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. There's some people out there that's like, yeah, I know that feeling. You start to lose your mind because you're just too dirty and you can't do anything about it, other than, you know, getting some leech infested pond. These, obviously, bungee cords, dollar store, Dollarama in Canada. They have so many uses, but mostly what I use them for is for the tarps. If I bring out a tarp, just, you know, hook these through, hook it on a tree branch, shelter in like what, 5 seconds, 30 seconds. This is my poncho. Oh no, it's my lifetime. My poncho's in something very similar. Oh, I don't know.
What?
I'm not taking this out of the bag for this video. Maybe some other video where I'm like out in the woods showing you how to use this stuff, because getting it back in here, it's a challenge.
Well, but what is it? Like it just
It's a tent. It's a little tent. It just folds up. It's like, so you know, I was saying with the tarp. See, some of these things are redundant, but I just stuffed a lot of stuff in here for my ruck march videos. When I'm actually going out in the woods, I'm not repeating the amount of stuff I have in here. It's pointless to have this and these. Actually, no, because these can come in handy for other things, but...
But is it just like a tarp thing or like a tent?
So yeah, so it's literally, you put a rope across a tree, you slide that on, and it just hangs there. You can put some, like, to make it like a triangle, or just crawl in.
But
there.
There's no base.
No.
Okay.
No. It's
so
like,
just like a
it
cover.
fits in a bag like the size of my hand. Because I'm trying to get less and less out there. It's going to be really fun when I do some videos. These I just threw in here. I bought these from the dollar store just to try out. They're clamps. Put your paracord through here, clamp these on a tarp. I know some of the stuff is getting redundant. Don't worry, there's cool stuff in here. I can't remember exactly what's in here. Oh, dumbbell. That's cool. Who doesn't want a dumbbell in their bag? This is for the extra weight. Yeah, well, no, it's for the extra weight for my ruck marches. Garbage bag. I don't need to explain a garbage bag, at least I hope I don't. So.
What is a garbage bag for, Jordan?
It's so I'm not littering. Oh, sandbag for weight. I think these are 1.5 pounds. These are from, you know, ankle weights?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I stole those from that. This is my poncho. I have a bag. So sometimes I bring out people that don't know anything about camping or little. And I have a bag full of ponchos, but this one's my personal one. I don't even know. I'm gonna regret taking this out because, like the tent, it's a pain to get in. But it can either be just, you know, here's the hood, rain poncho, or it zips out so that, or unbuttons so that it's just a perfect square, and you can use this as a shelter as well. Good insulation and rain resistant, obviously. So that, for anybody who's wondering, like, just message me like where I'm getting this stuff. The dollar store stuff, I like to tell you where I got it from because people don't expect that. Like, I guess, like these are from the dollar store, and these for my compression sack or anything you want to compress down, dollar store. Obviously the bungee cords. The axe, for some reason, I don't see it in here. Paracord, dollar store. And now I got some, like, fancy paracord as well, because this says... See, anytime I get some of this stuff, I just, you know, take some of what it says with a grain of salt. This stuff I trust. Where did I get this one? Good to Go Co. I'm gonna have a whole video on them. Canadian prepping site. I don't really need to talk about my underwear or socks. Although look at these fancy socks.
Nice.
That alone.
Is that wool?
Yeah.
Yep.
And look at this design. Like, how am I gonna freeze to death with that?
Hey, I know what a good sock is.
Are we getting to the cool? Yes, we're at the cool stuff. This folding shovel. So my brother bought me this one. I have another one that I bought myself from another prepping site. This one my brother got me from Amazon. So I was a little bit surprised when I found out where it was from, but they got some pretty cool stuff there. Of course, it's seized up. I'm trying to get this video as quickly as possible, so... Now, this shovel has a little bit of everything. So far, what I've only used this shovel for, though. Yeah. To go to the bathroom at 4 in the morning. Which way does this go? Except I'm putting it together wrong. Put it together better at 4 in the morning when I had to go to the bathroom.
When nature calls you, your mind works sharp. This tea is super strong.
Yeah, it's because
so strong.
Well, it's like the amount of water we have with the tea. Did I show the cup and the... Hey, Gay. My mother-in-law's watching.
That's always nice.
Yeah. She watches more diligently than my wife.
She's like, what is my son-in-law up to?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got this part all seized up. I need to work on this, but it's got like a saw on the side, which I have yet to try. Don't worry, this is going to be a video for another time, like trying all this stuff out. Anything I haven't tried here already, I'm going to make a video of...
Can you pass it here once you're done?
Yeah, sure. It's got a glass brick on the back for some reason. I don't come across too much glass out in the woods. This is essential for every camping trip. I bring this every trip I go to, every ruck march I go on. New King James Version. And there's actually a pretty cool story about this one. Actually, it's embarrassing, but it's cool at the same time. I had an ND one time that broke, a shotgun that broke, and while I was trying to unload it because it was broken, it went off, and everything in my bag got wrecked except for this. So I can go into more detail some other time, but I don't like telling that story, but another more weight. I'm gonna save the first aid kit for a whole video on its own because it's a lot of stuff in there.
Do you want to show the full length of this?
Oh, you got it unseized?
Yeah.
Yeah, saw. I gotta try this out. It looks pretty good. Good teeth on there. Blade. Probably cut some firewood, then chop it. I mean, it's pretty solid. It worked for what I needed it for, so I appreciate this, Zach. This one pouch here is all my lights. So I got, obviously, headlight here. I don't know if I renewed the batteries in these because, no, yeah, I did. I was planning on going on another winter camping trip, but still haven't gotten to it. Just a little flashlight here. I didn't, and so with my lights, I have all my fire starters. I've got the cheap and easy way. You know, these here are interesting. You can get these from any camping, hunting, or prepping website. It's just cotton, like those cotton pads that you use for like makeup and stuff like that. So it's dipped in an accelerant and coated in a wax. You break it apart, it'll light super easy and burn for a bit because of the wax. So the only downside of it is the cap doesn't stay on very well. That's why I have the elastic band.
Wait, did you make that or you bought it like that?
What do you? Oh, sorry, no, I bought these.
Okay.
But you could that's another future video.
I blanked.
No,
I thought you made them. Yeah.
It's a future video. We can make them easy.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy these. You can make them, and we'll do a video on how to make them. Compass, obviously, so you're not doing big circles. This is a nice one. My mom got me this for Christmas one year. Now, when you learn how to use this, it's not like riding a bike. You will absolutely forget if you don't keep it up. I'm speaking from experience. I got the basic knowledge from basic training, BMQ, and I haven't used it, so I remember a little bit, but I got to touch up on all this. Basically, I don't go in big circles with it because it will let me know if I'm still going straight. I forgot this too. This is for the shovel. Little spear. I mean, it's pretty thick, but we'll test it out.
It attaches to the shovel?
Yeah, it's where the shovel screws on. You can unscrew the shovel and screw this on. We'll test it out, see how well it works. I don't even know if any of this is recording or anything. I did see that my mother-in-law's on.
Hey, it's recording here for sure, so this
yeah,
will be
so
a
that
YouTube
will
video.
yeah, so it won't be a waste because we can put it up on YouTube.
Nothing is a waste. No.
Oh yeah, sweet. This is a Smith & Wesson makes very good guns. Knives, not so much. I mean, I don't want to crap on them too much because I like their company, but this knife isn't bad, but I've had some other Smith & Wesson knives and never again. This is the only one I have that I keep with me and still use. Firearms, on the other hand, awesome. Obviously, I need these. Everybody needs these. These are dollar store ones. I have another nice set, but they're in my like I got several bags. This one is my winter one. If I were to go out right now, I would be happy with this one. I've obviously got another couple bags for different seasons, different like for hunting, depending on what I'm hunting. Ducks and rabbits, stuff like that. Very minimal gear. Unless I'm staying the night, which I love doing. Yeah, those are all different topics that we can talk about another time. Another basically cheat for the fire. I think I have my magnifying glass in here. That's it's easier than the hardest way, but it's still pretty hard. You gotta be patient. Literally can't do anything with this. Honestly, all this fancy gear, all I really need and all I want is these. I'm set. Some more paracord. We'll talk about different places to get paracord because this didn't technically save my life because I wasn't really in danger. Like I was only probably like 5 kilometers away from my truck, but that infamous camping story I talked about where everything started to freeze. This helped me warm up to hike back to my truck. It will burn. Like you could literally, I didn't do it, but you could just put a pile of this fire starter in the snow and light it, and it will start your fire perfectly. I don't know if they still do it, but I have several of these because, again, Good to Go Co., where I buy a lot of my prepping food. Just check them out if you're like already established prepper or a new prepper. They got everything there, and they're pretty nice. Like I got so many of these because every order they send one of these out. So they're easy fire starters. A little spark and they'll go up, and they'll keep burning even if it's raining. Okay, good. I was worried this wouldn't be in here. I've got so many of these. Now I want to do a review on the difference of these pocket chainsaws and then like a folding saw, because I'm still not sure myself. The debate like hasn't been settled with my friends or myself. Like, you don't need a lot of energy to take down big trees with this. But my one friend says, like, you know, the folding saw is the same, like it's better. I don't know. I gotta try. I gotta figure this out because they both seem pretty easy, but this seems easier to me.
I never used this, and I used the folding one. The folding one is super easy. So,
yeah, well, you gotta try one of these.
Yeah.
See, I think the difference is like with the folding saw, you can pretty much cut in any position.
Yeah.
This is better if you have the log down being elevated with another log, and then you're standing, and like going like this. You'll get through a pretty thick log pretty quickly with minimal effort, and calories are important when you're out in the woods.
Right. You need two hands to do this.
Yeah.
Just one hand for it.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased personally. I really like this. I don't have anything. Oh, sweet. So this is a cheaper one. I got this one from Winners, actually. When my wife loves going to Winners. I don't like going to. I didn't like it before, but then I found out they had stuff like this. So I have a nice Gerber one, for another time. But this one, you know, I took some of the stuff out, tried it. It's not too bad. Nice multi-tool. I had a nice. They actually had a hammer one at Winners, but I ended up not opening it and giving it away. So I gotta get that one and try that out. Because another thing we'll talk about is like different places to get gear for different prices. This is for if I plan on spending a lot of time in the woods. It's actually, this is my new one. Because yeah, none of the paint is scraped off of it. But you break a branch off, stick it through here. You drill holes, and you can build some pretty decent, strong structures with these. Like, I know preserving calories is important, stuff like that, but if you're out there for a couple days, you spend your first day building your shelter, second day hunting, you know, like you set up some traps and stuff, and then build your shelter. All future videos to come. There was way. Oh, okay, there's another pocket here. It's like I have way more in here. This is too heavy to only have that in there. This is a zipper. I'll do the review on the first aid kit when I get a bear fac from Refuge Medical.
All right.
Do I want to talk about these?
I don't know what you pulled out. Up to you.
So I don't have these in here all the time. Because there's laws, but I tucked them in here because today I'm planning on going out, but I don't know. I gotta learn more about Canadian laws before I go and talk about any of this. It's completely legal for me to have those though. Oh yes, one of the most underrated knife companies. Obviously, if you don't know what this is, it's the whetstone, 2 sides for sharpening knives. So I have a nice not as nice knife collection as a friend of mine that I'm going to bring on eventually to show his knife collection because he's my knife expert. But I got some pretty decent knives here. This, I find cold steel, it's hit and miss with them. This knife is amazing. They're trench hawk, and they have the trench hawk and they have 2 axes, the trench hawk and another one, and just amazing. Both, I had one in each hand. It's kind of just going like this, took down a couple trees. This here, I've had this for years, abused the heck out of it, and still look at it. See if you can get the... Yeah, you can see some of the dirt on it and paint, or paint being pulled off or whatever that is, and some chips, but I take good care of it. I use it. That's the thing. You gotta use your gear. Technically, this is a throwing knife. I'm not too good with it as a throwing knife, but I use it for everything else. Awesome. And then this is just a nice little pocket knife with a little saw. I found this in my grandfather's shed one day. He's like, oh, I found that in the woods. I'm like, can I have it? I use it for like the little twigs, and I haven't used it.
That looks solid, that knife.
It is. It's older, right?
Yeah.
Like they made things to last back. Like I don't know when this was made, but you can tell.
Just how it closes and opens, like that sound it makes.
The blade too. Like this would be perfect. Like I don't even need that fish knife. I don't even know where that knife came from. I know it's my stepdad's, but I don't know how it ended up in my pack. My mom probably was like, oh, she saw it laying around or something. Now that handsaw, it should be in here. That's everything, but I'm missing a few things that I thought were going to be in here. So I didn't get any questions. I sent out messages to my brothers.
How dare they?
I know. They should be here asking questions. So Vitaly, you have any questions?
I mean, to me, it's kind of straightforward, the gear.
Yeah.
So we'll just post this and then wait for people's questions, and then you can reply.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest question I'll get is like, where did you get some of this stuff?
Well, you gotta mention it already, Dollarama, and then that other store.
Yeah, the Good to Go Co is one of my favorite places to go. They're mostly deal in firearms, but Frontier Firearms, and they got a lot of good military surplus stuff. Battle Box is like, where is that Battle Box thing? They had a few things, but I was trying them out like years ago. I think it's going to be more fun and more interesting when I actually show how to use this stuff.
Now, with all this stuff, how long can you go camping for?
Like me personally, or like
just you?
I mean, I could stay out there for the rest of my life. I have a wife and kids that don't want to live in the woods, so we're a bunch of weirdos, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
who
just
doesn't want to live?
The equipment you have there, and you would probably need hunting stuff, because you can make traps with all this stuff.
You can make traps.
Like
I could even make a bow, and like obviously, like I would use some of this metal. I could rework this spoon into an arrowhead. This into an arrowhead, right? But yeah, like I'm not just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna eventually show it, like, you know. But for now, we're just gonna talk about it. Do you want to go and do the podcast now, or?
Let's do the podcast.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully this actually saved, or I guess we got it saved over there.